Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Help in English channel. Today we continue the series of our educational videos on business English. And our lesson today will be dedicated to another set of idioms and phrasal verbs that you might be using in your business activity on a day-to-day basis. So let's have a look at what I have prepared for you today. And there will be around 7 new idioms for your attention that you will have to learn today and hopefully have a chance to incorporate those into your active vocabulary. So let's have a look. To get one's foot in the door. What does that mean? To get one's foot in the door means to secure a place in a group or with a person. And let's have a look into the context. Getting your foot in the door is always a hard thing to do, but once you're in, your career prospects are mesmerizing. Next idiom, to take something to heart. I am sure that many of you have heard that idiom before. To take something, sometimes we heard close to heart. What is the meaning of that idiom? Is to be greatly upset or affected by something. For example, let's have a look at the context. Don't take her remarks close to heart. She doesn't mean what she says. Next one. To put one's foot down. And what does that mean? So the meaning of this idiom is to insist on or be firm with or in something. And the use in the text is the following. Rachel is a very patient woman, but his behavior was so frustrating that she had to put her foot down. Meaning to show that she was really dissatisfied with his behavior. The next idiom is to have eyes in the back of one's head. Could be that you might use that idiom quite often to talk about someone. And the meaning of that is to be very alert and watchful. Let's have a look at the use. Our boss always knows everything what's going on at the office. Feels like he has eyes in the back of his head. Next idiom, to only have eyes for each other. This one seems to be a pretty romantic idiom. So what is the meaning of this one? To be attracted to or interested in just one person. And the use in the text or in the sentence is this. How charming, married for 25 years and they still only have eyes for each other. A lot of people are dreaming about this fairy tale, don't they? The next idiom, to be rushed off one's feet. What is the meaning of this idiom, to be rushed off one's feet? The meaning is to be extremely busy or overworked. And the use in the sentence. The end of the project is getting closer and everyone is rushed off their feet at the moment. I would like to drag your attention to the pronunciation of the preposition off. Mind you that when we have double F, we say off. But when we have just one F, there is another preposition. We pronounce it like of. The preposition with one F is pronounced as of, and the preposition with double F is pronounced as off. And the last idiom for this teaching session is this, hand over fist. Not sure if you've met this one before. What's the meaning of this idiom? Getting a lot of something, usually money, quickly. Many people are dreaming about this one. So let's have a look at the use. Roger's business is very successful. He seems to be making money hand over fist. And the second subsection of our educational video is dedicated to phrasal verbs. So let's have a look at the 5 phrasal verbs used in business, which I prepared for you today. Branch out into something. What's the meaning of this phrasal verb? Start doing different work from the one you normally do. So, the use in the sentence. If you branch out, you need to make sure that the quality of the service you provide is still good. So it's some kind of, not a subdivision, but a separate type of business that you might have from the one that you used to have before. Break down. I'm sure that you have heard this phrasal verb. Now it comes to incorporation of that one into your active vocabulary. And because the two sides cannot agree. For example, the negotiations broke down without any prior warning. Basically, they stopped. That was the end. So the next one, break something down into something. As you can see, it's pretty similar to the previous phrasal verb, but there is an extra element. And I can tell you that when we have an extra element in the phrasal verb, it means that its meaning could be totally different. So let's have a look at what that means. Divide something into smaller pieces so that it's easier to understand or to do. For instance, I have broken down the deliverables into regions. Okay, the next one. Break into something. Interesting, what could this one mean? To start to become involved into a particular activity and become successful at it. For example, it is very difficult for the new business to break into the market, meaning to enter the new market and be successful in it. And the last phrasal verb for today that I'd like you to learn is bring something forward. To bring something forward, what's the meaning of this one? To move something to an earlier date or time. For instance, we have to bring the discussion forward to tomorrow. And that is the end of the material that I wanted to present to your attention during this teaching session. Moreover, I would like you to give your own examples with the phrasal verbs and idioms that I have given to you during this teaching session. I would like to emphasize the necessity of the activation phase. It's not only that you perceive the information by ear, it's also very important for you to activate it by means of using it. And the best practice is to start creating your own sentences. So please don't forget to leave your commentaries, your examples with the active vocabulary from this teaching session. Subscribe and have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.